A few centuries ago, we started to discover the magnificent universe and started to study the planets, stars, black holes, meteors, and a million things more. But there was a missing part where we thought that everything was surrounding us.
And we created the geocentric system when we were orbiting around the sun. And
The right system was heliocentric.
but there was a loose piece there too.
Excuse me, who are you?
I'm Johannes Kepler, and I was the one who made Kepler's laws, where I talk about the movement of planets.
Oh, really? Could you tell us more about it, please?
Of course. When we discovered that the planets orbit the sun, we started to do the calculus of how they move. But Mars were the problem. The math didn't match with it. So I experimented when I put the orbits of the planets in an elliptical way instead of a circular. The magic happened. Mars wasn't a problem anymore. Well, so as far as I know, the ellipse is like an oval and it has two focuses in the center. So in the solar system, the sun is one of the focus for all the orbits of the planets, and the second focus is just one point in space. That's correct.
The second law that I made
Was because I saw that the speed of the planets wasn't constant. Doing research and experimentation, I came to a conclusion that the planets have different velocities while they were orbiting, but in some areas the planet passes the same area in the same time. As well, the planet orbiting was increasing its speed while it got closer to the sun. Later, I discovered that the planets increase their velocity because of gravity. To explain this in a mathematical way, we use the formula of the angular momentum, that is L equals mvr. M is for the mass, v is for the velocity, and r is for the distance, for example, between the sun and Mars. So if the radius decreases, the velocity increases and vice versa. This third law is more related to math because we use a formula that is t squared divided by r cubed equals k. The t will be the time that it takes to do an orbit squared divided by the semi-major axis cubed equals k. That it will be the Kepler constant. The constant of Kepler can help us know how many Earth years does the other planets last to complete an orbit to the Sun. In the actuality, the Kepler laws help us in the space mechanics, for example, to know the movement of an artificial satellite that is for communication in the Earth.
In fact, these two scientists help each other. For example, Kepler with his laws were a base for the universal gravitational law of Newton, and Newton with his law proved that Kepler was right.